everybody, this is me, Jet Zeron. Just coming to talk to you guys about where I've been lately and just a lot of things. I'll be honest with you all, it hasn't been quite the best of places that I've been. I could say that things could be a lot better for me. Many of you probably noticed I haven't streamed. It's been quite a while. There's a big reason for that. It's because I wasn't quite myself for the past 2 years. And it just got to the point where I decided maybe I should just give up streaming and video editing for a while. And it's been a question I've had to constantly tell myself over and over again that it just doesn't seem to hit as much as I think it would. I began to alienate a lot of people around me where I wasn't trying to. I was trying to push for ideas, collabs from people that barely knew me, much less anybody online who even knows me personally. It just got to a point to where I was just on my own again. And I'm no stranger to that. Nobody's a stranger to start out on content creation on your own. So, this video isn't going to be nothing but except for me talking. So I'm sorry, you're just going to have to see this face. So yeah, I thought I'd put music in this video, but I'm so out of the loop when it comes to what I need to put into the video, so yeah. You're just gonna hear me talk into this mic that I have down here. I know it's not the best mic, but yeah. So I'm gonna go over things really quick, because my brain's kind of just all over the place right now. As many of you do not know, I have been banned from a lot of VTubers. I've gone over most of the trauma from the first and second year. Well, actually, there's still some that sting from the second year. Third year was kind of a surprise. I started getting bans again. I didn't care about them as much because I was trying to focus on improving myself, which was this third year. And I made a commitment that I kind of broke because I was trying to make videos because I got so envious of everybody else was streaming and I wasn't streaming, and I thought that wasn't right. You know, if I'm able, I should stream, right? But I kept missing sleep. I kept not watching many of my priorities. And as a person and as a content creator, one of the things you try to do is that you try to prove that everything is fine. It has not been fine for me for a very long time, more up here than it is physically. So, yeah, it hasn't really been good for me. I know what I've gone through has not been, as worse as others people. There are other people out there that have it way worse than me. But despite their bad situations, they're able to content create and make content that's way better than what I could ever put out. That's why I don't have a Patreon. That's why I don't have... even when I was getting around to get my first sponsorship, I kept flopping that sponsorship over and over. And the more I kept having to reset, the more times I kept having to reset on me, the more times I kept thinking, I'm just going to be doing this for zero money. The money doesn't matter that much, but I guess it's just the first number they set for me, and I want to achieve that number. And the more I wasn't ready to capture it the next week, the less time I had because of personal stuff IRL. The more I was like, I'm failing this. I should just not do the sponsorship if I can't even handle a few days of streaming and even giving some money. I know it probably shows from the way I'm going though about the money. When I started a long time ago, I was 15. My face doesn't look as much different as it did then. Well, I'm a lot older. As I did content creation, I didn't think too much about the money, even though there was a part of me that was like, yeah, I kind of want to try to make this a bit of a business, a job, a career. And so I have to partially think about that, the business of it. But as time went on, I realized that it's not truly about the money. It's not. And I never wanted to make any enemies out of this whole content creation thing, and it got to a point where I just couldn't handle it. And then I was getting banned left and right, left and right, left and right. Then the shadow bans or the shared bans that they got on Twitch now, where if you've been a suspicious user or you're doing certain bad things, one of those bad things on Twitch TOS is ban evasion, which is not really a bad thing, but of course you make a second account, it can be counted as ban evasion by technicalities. Well, truthfully, not just technicality. And that's kind of what's been happening to me. And I've asked other creators, why have I been banned? Why have you kicked me out of your channel? And my responses were met with just blocked and move on. No words from them, just me having to know, oh, okay, I need to move on. They're not going to let me back in no matter what I say. Even if I'm a pretty nice and genuine person, when they meet me IRL, it doesn't matter. They ban me, I'm never coming back. So, and that's been something I've been trying to get over, and very recently I did, thanks to a certain technique I learned technically by the online stuff. Not gonna say what the technique is, because I feel like if I say it, I don't know. It's not something I don't think I could say personally out loud. It helped strengthen my resolve. It helped me become a very happier person. I was able to smile again. Even my smile seems kind of half-baked right now. I've never been good at capturing my face on camera, if you want my honest opinion. I've never been that good with it. And as time went on, I guess I just finally said, you know what, that's it. And that's what this video is. It's me saying, you won't see me again. I'm hoping until February. I'm hoping not to be gone that long, because part of me still wants to keep going. But if I'm not making content, I'm probably in therapy. And if I'm not making content otherwise, I'm probably really depressed. And I let that win every time. It's not something I'm proud of. It's not something that I've been trying to, I guess another reason why I haven't been making content is because I've realized my lack of skill. A certain content creator, he goes by the name Clown Pierce. He's kind of inspired me to have some sort of drive to go back. I'm not as good as Minecraft as him, and I don't think I can beat him where I'm at right now. But I have a lot of respect for the guy, even if we don't know each other personally. I have a lot of respect for a lot of content creators that are not that famous and kind of go against the popular norm, like Rexon. Don't know the guy personally, but he stands up to Fillion. I almost said Finland. Fillion. And I kind of like that content, it's not just the big popular VTuber running rampant, nobody can stop them because they're so popular and up there. I know there's hard work that Fillion probably had to do to get up there. Maybe you should go, no, I just, But I know there are others that didn't have to do that much hard work to get up there. And that's kind of why I was biased towards VTubers, first off. I got so envious of how they, just got up there and they get to partner within a very short time because of their model. Not going to sugarcoat it. Not going to act like or pretend like they're sunshine and rainbows. As time went on, though, I started to respect certain VTubers, not just rope them all in the same norm. It's hard to love Hololive because they completely cut out, unless you are part of the company, to actually matter to them as a support. Same goes with many other VTuber agencies, even though a part of me respects them and taking care of their talents and being professionals in their own right. Being in the viewer's shoes more than the streamer's shoes in the past 3 years I've been streaming, or at least trying to attempt to, has not been fun. And to just be known as a viewer on most people's streams is a bit of a slap to the face to me, even if I don't make content constantly. That's my own fault. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, you know, it's their fault. No, it's my fault. So, these are some of my goals for the new year. Sorry if I'm really, really close. I didn't know how to put my face up here. Probably should have mentioned that first. I am going to... And I said Clown Pierce brought this up. I'm sorry for going off on tangent about him. Respect the guy a lot. Thanks to Clown Pierce, he brought up an idea that he was going to do if he didn't get content creation down. He mentioned he was going to go back to college for video editing had he not got down in the beginning. And that's something I realize I need to do, is go back to college. I was at college for a little bit, but then I kind of fell off and decided maybe I don't need it. But now, considering how much I struggle making videos and editing videos and how I can't seem to get myself into that motivation to do it, I also want to bring up that I don't take a lot of medication for my mental problems. I deal with it head on, probably every single day. A lot of you probably are like, why would you put yourself through that? Because that's the kind of person I am. I won't take a shortcut. I won't take certain things that make life easier for me if I know I can deal with it with my own will. As stubborn and as naive as that sounds, and as stupid as that sounds, part of you probably can do that. You just gotta believe it. And I've been trying to believe it, and there are just certain demons and mental problems that just can't be solved with pure will. That's not very easy for me to admit. This is over like 7 or 8, maybe even longer years. And the bans didn't help that. The bans just made it even worse. Part of those bans are my own fault, from those streamers, from those content creators. I take full responsibility for that. My eyes are kind of sleepy because I've been sleeping very, very well. I know some of those content creators have struggled a lot. I've witnessed a lot of VTuber bans this year that have probably made me want to cry just a little bit each time, because even though I don't know any of them personally, even if I talk to them and they're like, you are not my friend, I want nothing to do with you. All honesty. I still respect them for how far they've come and how they've tried to make others smile. The fine line between friendship and business has always been blurred to me in the streaming space. It's never been, here's business and here's friendship. It's always been blurred to me. And that's why I guess I've always struggled with that. Then I see others and I relate to them and their problems, and the next thing I know, they're going up here with the business and the partnership, and yet here I am. Because I don't grasp the concept that well, I guess. But yeah, gonna go back for video editing next year, maybe a little bit later. It depends on how I go about it. Try not to bring up real life stuff. I had a pretty good day at my job, but I'll be honest, like many others who have moved out of their other jobs, I plan to do the same at one point. Don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to try my best and smile about it. If there's one thing I can be honest with you all on the internet, for those who say I'm your friend and those who say I'm not your friend, those that even hate me, whether you like it or not, I'm gonna improve myself. and if you feel I am your ally or a friend, whether you like it or not, I'm going to improve myself. And in a way, for the past 2 years, even though I was struggling, I think the reason why I never streamed was because I was relapsing into being a viewer again, which is fine, but I think when you, regardless if you did it consistently or inconsistently for content, when you've been on a platform for 13 plus years and you haven't made much, and then you see others that have just, they go up the ladder and then they see you and they're like, oh, hello, viewer who isn't a content creator, it's almost a spit to your face. And that's what it's been feeling like for me. And that's why I guess sometimes when I go into people's streams, it just feels like a spit to my face. I know the obvious answer is, well, do something about it. Don't just sit here and say I'm a viewer and I hate it because they don't see me as another creator like them. I know that's a bit of whining, but that's a lot of years of pent-up stuff. And being ghosted and shadow banned on Twitter and not really knowing for sure if people see your tweets or knowing that you're getting any sort of engagement or any sort of relatability, or at least to relate to people, unless you reply, not the other way around. That's rarely happened. I'm happy when that happens. Don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for that. But when it rarely happens, sometimes I think I just run out of nice words to say and I just want to cry. Content creation, even if I don't stream consistently, I will give you some advice, because even if Jet is a ghost, even if he is someone that will never ever make it to partner, and you'll laugh at me and think it's just so funny to see how desperate I am and how bad this video looks, that I'm just such a horrible human being. You think you think that, but that's not true. I know I'm not a bad person. The past 2 years I've been streaming. I should have done streaming sooner. I should have got used to the norm sooner, and that was my own fault. That's part of the reason why I struggled so bad. I've never been the best social person. I can admit that, and I would have admitted it before too. I don't want to commit stuff online like this. This is not an apology video. This is just me opening up video. I've been having a lisp for a little bit. It's like a speed lisp. I don't know why. I'm very stressed. What else? If I'm missing something. That was it. Video editing for next year. Continuing with my job. Be going back to streaming mainly, because like I said, I can't video edit for crud, and even though I could have money, that's another issue in of itself on my own part. So I'll be trying to deal with that the best way I can. I didn't mean for this to go so long. Oh yeah, let me talk about the graduations, because those really mess with me. Kisaka Tarami, don't know her personally. Kind of knew her around when she started. I had sent her a video. She was able to make me smile when I was just kind of starting out streaming. Was never an artist like her. Wasn't quite as entertaining as she was, but I kind of got the humor. Sad to see that she's gone, but that she's doing better. Xanadu, the cabbage VTuber. I got along with him for a little bit, and then I guess I had bad timing when it came to talking with him at certain times of the day. Like, I would be awake at certain times, and I just happened to pick the worst time to talk to him about something, or we had tried to collab and it never happened, and then I guess eventually he's just like, you know what, I'm going. And I panicked, and oh boy, was I lucky not to get mega banned after that. The guy still hates me for some sort of reason, even though I agree that sparkling water is a pretty great thing, and he has wise words when he was streaming. He has graduated now, and I send you off well. Cabbage. VTuber. Cabbage. You were one of the best. And even if you look at me right now and think, oh, Jet's probably lying, Jet's not telling the truth, I would not be looking at the camera right now. At you. If I was lying. My eyes just hurt kind of bad right now, but... another one would be disbandments of a lot of VTuber agencies. I don't know if that's like a shift in the VTuber chain. Like, is VTubing just on the decline now? Are people just realizing that it's not worth being a VTuber, spend all that money? Are people just worn out from being a VTuber and they're trying to escape this in droves? Or do some of them have all this money and they're saying to themselves, hey, I've got all this money, time for me to leave? Or maybe some of them have not made good life choices and they're trying to get out of the VTubing thing because it's not benefiting them right now. That could be it. S-Pro or Shirayu Pro, who had Phoebe-chan, or Phoebe, who used to be one of their members, but she's just a in-person idol now. IRL idol. They're a very great bunch of VTubers, and I still try to support each and every one of them, even if I can't interact with them all the time, because I'm just so tired and out of it. My personality is more on the loner side than the social side, the introvert side than the extrovert side. So it's very hard for me to engage with them and know what to say. The hardest part is always knowing what to say. And I have so much to talk about when it comes to VTuber news. I would love nothing much than to try to be on one of those and just have them hear what I say. But I like PNG. I like a good PNG. I have a PNG. It's not a good PNG, but I like a new PNG. So yeah. What else? I feel like I'm missing a lot of things. Oh, S-Pro, Tenrise, Vyujin, I believe. Thank you, Mr. Underhill, for pointing that out. Kiyomaru, Rabbit VTuber I probably won't get along with because I don't get along with Rabbit VTubers for whatever reason. I want to, so bad, but all of you Rabbit VTubers like to hop all over the place with your content, so it's not easy for me to follow without going, oh, I have missed an important piece of content in this video or this stream. Oh, I feel so dumb because I missed that stream. I'm not the only one who feels that way, I know that, but that's the vibe, that's the pattern I get with Rabbit or Bunny VTubers. I know many other VTubers do that. I just see that pattern more vividly with Rabbit or Bunny VTubers. Kiyomaru, I think you're a very nice VTuber, even though you just report news. Rave says, Desu, you speak a lot of truth from yourself, even though I don't agree with all your stuff. Mr. Underhill, I am not really pro VTuber companies. Like I've said, I've been a biased guy. That's just me. I will agree to disagree with you on that. Why am I calling those three reporter guys out? Because I've seen them report a lot of news, and I'm just... Maybe I'll make a video one day reviewing over their stuff. That will not be today. Actually, it could be today, because reaction videos are a lot easier to make than what I'm thinking of. Hero Hey has always been a good... I've watched that guy for a good portion of his years with Ruby. I'm glad to see he's still going. I will not be following his career when he becomes a VTuber. I'll still be following his stuff when he's while he's not a VTuber, on that channel. If he pops off as a VTuber, that's great for him. I'm happy for him. He's not the type of guy I don't really see to get into too much bad drama. He's always seemed kind of neutral about things, and I respect him for it. I don't respect a lot of his I don't really get pronouns. I'm sorry, that's just something I've never really understood. Even if I can respect them, it's just like, personally, this is a hot take. I don't see the point of some of them for some people when I hear some voices come out. But that's just me. Cancel me. I don't really care about Twitter. Twitter could be gone tomorrow, and I'll be like, okay, let's move on with our lives. Twitter does not control me, does not control any of these content creators. If we all band together, Twitter would be no more, and that would be fine by me. I could find information about people doing streams over on Tumblr, over on any other place besides Twitter. Twitter is what I don't care about. I think we have a better source of stuff for that. I did see Advent, and I was kind of actively trying to talk about what was coming up on my I do like a lot of like live talks through the Twitter thing. I know I don't care about it, but at the same time, if I can make content through some of their devices, I will. Because content creator, gotta make content somehow. Goals for the next year. I also hope a lot of you have been having a very good happy holidays or Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, even if you don't celebrate it. I hope it's all been good and great. I've been trying to get back into gaming too, but the way I just feel right now, that may not happen for a while. It's nothing against gaming. I love gaming, but people make it so political, and then I end up looking at those articles, or I'll be on my phone, and then I'll end up seeing those articles, and my brain will be like, oh, what is this now? Or, oh, what is this now? And of course, some VTubers come at me laugh, because I'll wake up on Twitter, and I'll see stuff, and I'm like, oh, gosh, what is this? But it makes me laugh. I'd rather see stuff that makes me go, oh, gosh, and aha, it makes me laugh. Or, oh, or haha, that's funny. But articles about gaming or gaming politics, we don't need that. We don't need gaming politics. I don't know why that's a thing, but it is. Fuck, I'm missing something. There's something important I want to tell all of you. Oh my gosh. Loki the Outcast, he has returned. Been a while since I've seen that guy. He is one of the reasons why I had stayed making content for at least the past 2 years. He's also a great guy to vent to when I felt like the world was against me. I am truly an outcast. I'm not a member of the VTuber community. If I was a member of the VTuber community, I support VTubers, but I'm not a VTuber in the VTuber community. I don't support the VTuber community, and none of them have ever supported me back. When I've ever tried to make collab ideas, nobody answers. Nobody. I've tried using the hashtags, nothing. So, I'd rather be an outcast and help those that are outcasts in that community than those that are with the community. Because I've just seen better results. Those that have been saying they are outcasts, or those that have been saying they are not with the community, sure, they don't get as much boost in their streams, but they are more chill. And they seem to be more able to have ideas without being hated on by the haters, unless they happen to cross a big VTuber. And I think it's kind of biased when VTubers don't get hated on as much as the IRL streamers. I know the IRL streamers push those terms, and it makes VTubers go, you guys can't push these terms because you're... That latest Twitch meta is... At this point, I'm surprised Kick hasn't taken over, beating Twitch. Sorry to say, but that's just what I think. I have seen a lot of drama, and I don't know why I look at drama channels. It's bad for my head. It's bad for my mind. It's probably the reason why I'm so stressed out all the time. But I look at it because I'm like, I need to know this stuff so I can know what to look for, to watch out for. Many of you may think Jet's a bad person, or Jet's a stalker, or a creep. I am not those things. I just don't know how to socialize that well. And I'll say it right now, I don't know how to socialize that well. It's not my strong suit. Maybe I'm pushy, and I'll admit that. But I've been improving. I've been trying to improve and to learn. and I want to. Did not mean to make this a sort of sorry video, but so yeah, gonna be. Oh boy, it's 30 minutes. Goals for the new year. Everybody have a happy holidays. I'll see you guys next February. And I thank you all for hearing me out. I have a lot of respect for a lot of VTubers and creators. And even though I would want to mention all of them right now, I don't feel like I have time for that. I'll mention the few off the top of my head. First ever VTuber I met on Twitch, a Leaflet, very great streamer. And yeah, I don't watch much of her streams that much anymore, but she's still a great content creator, and I'm glad. And VTuber. She is very talented, very smart, and she's even getting close to running her own business, which is something that's very, very good. She used to be famous for doing Waifu Wars. I was never a part of that. Very, very sad about that every time it comes up. Gunther, who has now started streaming, he used to be a mod, a very legendary mod, a very good gentleman, and I have a lot of respect for him for being a gentleman. Kind of wish I was more of a friend to him, but you know, it's not easy online trying to be friends with people because I think you're going to use them for clout, which I would never do. I didn't even know where clout was. I had someone explain it to me. That's how much I didn't know what clout was. I met a lot of lewd VTubers as well, and it's not like that with them. I try to relate to them on the more problems or relatable stuff in life, and yeah, they do post content that's kind of, but you know, I just try to relate to them and be a good person and a friend. That's what I try to do. Some days it's not enough, and I'll see tweets where they're like, "Oh, people get out of my life and such," and I'm just like, "I'm here. I'm a ghost, but I'm here. I say I'm with you in spirit because I can't say this stuff because I'm afraid. If I say this, somebody else has said it before me. If I say it like this, I'm afraid someone's going to say this before me. That's why I don't say stuff in a certain sense." Okay, I've been talking too much. Oh God, it's been so long. Give me 1 second. Nope. No. Oh. Oh gosh, no. Don't be negative. Stay positive and have a good day, everybody. Happy holidays. Spend it well with your family, and I am glad I am improving, and I thank those so much for at least considering me a friend, and I apologize to those who I consider friends who are struggling online. Like a devious sprite, for example, she has struggled so much since becoming a partner, and it's not a day that goes by I worry about, well, probably not the worst, but just that she struggles a lot, and when I hear it's for perfection, I understand that sentiment so well. I don't mean to go over. Why am I going over this? But yeah, please go. I guess give her words of support on Twitter if you can. I may leave a link down below, even though she's gonna be gone for a while on hiatus. But just give her good words, please. It's not much I'm saying, but please. And yeah. I'm so grateful to be doing better, and I thank those that have stuck with me and talked with me out in DMs. I'm a pretty nice guy. If you want to talk to me in DMs, you don't have to. I don't expect it like I used to when I started, but I don't expect it anymore. I'm not gonna push anymore. I'm just not going to. It's not worth it for me anymore. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Nope, wrong one.